I thought I would do the conversion factor of where we get the 1 foot of water column is a 0.433 PSI. Picture here that I have a cubic foot of water. So this is 1 foot by 1 foot by 1 foot. So the box itself would have an elevation of 1 foot. The base of the box would be 1 foot by 1 foot, or 12 inches by 12 inches. If we multiply 12 by 12, we get 144 square inches. If we look at the weight of the box, we know that this box would contain 7.48 gallons and that a gallon of water weighs 8.34 pounds. And so I have 62.38 pounds distributed across 144 square inches. And so if we do the math on that, 62.38 divided by 144 says that this 1 foot here, that the 1 foot elevation on this box is going to be equal to 0.433. So I have pounds P, I have square S, and then I, PSI. So 1 foot of water column is 0.433 PSI. If I come in here and I put another box of water kind of side by side, so then that would mean that this force would be times 2, the pounds would be times 2, but the square inches would be times 2. So this relationship does not change. It doesn't matter whether it's a 12-inch tall straw or 120-foot diameter tank, you're still 0.433 foot per PSI. Now, in some cases, the people that are doing distribution systems don't really want to use this conversion factor here where they're going foot to PSI. They might want to know how many PSI is 1 foot. And so what they'll do is they'll expand this or extrapolate this mathematically to say, well, 1 PSI is equal to 2.31 feet. And so if you just multiply this times 2.31, you get 1 as the answer. And then this multiplied by 2.31 would give you your feet. Now you're welcome to use either equation or both equations. Personally, for me, this is the one that I learned being an electronics technician by trade. When you're doing level transmitters, historically they would go up to 10 foot to 60 feet, 120 inches to 720 inches. And when you transferred to a tank that was larger than 60 feet, you were doing a pressure transmitter. And so I would do this conversion factor because if I'm calibrating that 85-foot tank using a pressure transmitter, this is the conversion factor that you would use. If you're looking at maybe some of the people that are doing distribution systems, like in the D130 class, Joe might be using, or the instructor might be using this conversion factor here because they're looking at tank level per PSI, maybe that the pump station is discharging. Now, I got to tell you, I did take the 130 class, and I'm going to be like, I want to be like Joe. And so I'm like, I'll use this equation here. And I actually got them flipped and got one of the homework problems wrong. And so now I don't do that. I stick with the one that I know, and I don't use the other. Right, and the reality is this conversion factor can be written 2 ways. It can be 1 foot is 0.433 PSI, or it can be 1 PS, or it can be 1, I'm sorry, or it could be 0.433 PSI is 1 foot. And so that either conversion factor will get me where I need to be. So I don't really need to use that one.